Hey guys, Jason Creel. Wanted to give you an update on my lawn care business, Alabama Lawn Pros, and talk to you about an important topic on whether or not we can start a lawn business in the summertime. So, Alabama Lawn Pros, my business, during the month of June, I picked up 13 customers, which was actually more than I had, more than I thought it would, to be honest with you. So, and that brought up an important question. This plus talking with others who I've known are looking to start a lawn care business. And the idea is, and this question came to me recently, you know, hey, it's already the middle of the summer. You know, it's hot. You don't have that many months left of mowing. Can I start a lawn business right now, or should I just wait until next year? So let's picture yourself, maybe you have a full-time job and you're doing lawns on the side, or you're kind of thinking about, you know, getting in the lawn business to start with. You know, should I start it now or later? So let's talk about that, the advantages and disadvantages. So for me, and this was the advice I gave this person who asked me that question, I said, you know, they weren't necessarily looking to establish a full-time income starting now between the end of the year. So if you're saying, if the question is, can I start midsummer and make a you know, a good or a decent living by the end of this year, that would be an extraordinary accomplishment. Okay, that's going to be very challenging. So don't look at it that way. But if you're looking at it as, can I pick up some customers this summer, whether I'm working a job and I want to go ahead and get out there and start building my business and see how it goes. You know, I told this person they had another source of income. Okay, and they were wanting to add mowing to another source of income. So I said, you know, and they had the time. You know, I said, well, why not go ahead and do it? Let's say you only get 5 customers the rest of the year, and that's kind of a pessimistic outlook. But if you only got 5 customers the rest of the year, what did you accomplish? Well, you were able to go ahead and get your lawn care equipment set up, which they were able to do very quickly. Got a mower, you know, they had a blower and a trimmer. They were able to buy a trailer, get that set up, got a push mower, just a real basic setup. And then, you know, let's say the first year you get 5 customers, you make, you know, I don't know, maybe you made $4,000 between the middle of summer and the end of the year. That's not enough to, you know, amount to much anything, but let's say that just, you know, paid for some of your equipment, and you were able to develop your skills a little bit, and then, you know, you've got at least a starting point to where next spring you can launch and really go for it full time. So if I had a full-time job making a living and it was the middle of summer, I don't think it would be wise to quit your full-time job and try to get this lawn business off the ground, you know, because you've got, you know, a few months here of full-time mowing, and then it's going to start slacking off in the fall, and then you're going to be wondering what to do in the winter. That's what happens a lot of times. I'm not saying for everyone. So I would say, you know, stay with your job if that's what you're doing, and if the income is very necessary, but try to go ahead and get started part-time. And then you get whatever you can this year, as much as you can, even if you have to work weekends to get it done. And then next spring, you know, then if you're wanting to quit the job, well, then you've already got whatever customers you picked up this year. Let's say you were able to get 10 or 15 over the course of the next, you know, next few months. Well, that's 10 or 15 more that you got to start with going into the next year. And that helps. And you've got your equipment. You've been able to, you know, get some skills developed. And so I think, you know, looking at my business, I was able to pick up 13 customers. That brings up another point on marketing. I think you hear people say all the time, you know, lawn care, you know, your window of opportunities in the spring. I can't emphasize that enough, that is your best opportunity. I mean, for everywhere I've ever been and talked to people, you know, in weed control, for me here in Alabama, it starts in February through May. Okay, those are my peak months. March and April being the absolute 2 peak months. For mowing here, again, it's wherever you live may be different. Up north, it's going to be pushed back a little bit. Down south, maybe a little even earlier than, you know, further south than I'm here in Alabama. So for me, for mowing here, you know, March and April and May, you know, probably April and May are your 2 biggest months. So You gotta understand it. But the other thing about that is that those are the months when everybody's doing their marketing for the most part, and so people are being bombarded, especially in these new neighborhoods where they're building all these houses. They're getting stuff on their door and their mailbox all the time. One year, and I know this as a fact because I did this myself. So I was marketing in the spring. This was years ago, and I thought, you know what? Why don't I? And I was using a lot of postcards at the time. Why don't I, put a lot of postcards out in the middle of the summer and just see what happens? The theory being that, hey, no, there's not as many people looking for lawn care in the summer, but there's not nearly as many people advertising either. So if there is someone looking, maybe they're unhappy with who they've been using, or they just moved to town or whatever, this is an opportunity. If you can catch it this way, excuse me, if you catch it where, let's just give you an example here. Lately here, it's been raining a lot. So if I was trying to pick up mowing business, now that you may, the problem is most people they're just trying to get caught up because there's so much rain. Well, if I was able to be able to do some sort of marketing right now, because I can guarantee you there are a lot of customers that are very unhappy. Some of this genuine, some not, but they're very unhappy the fact that their mowing guy has been late, multiple times this year. Well, it's been a difficult year because of all the rain we've had. But maybe they were unhappy with him last year too, and they stuck with him, and they just need that, whatever form of advertising you use, something on the door hanger, postcard, something to mail, whatever, to give them an opportunity to switch. And that can be done in the middle of the summer. Okay, so I think you can pick up customers in the middle of summer. I just think you have a short window before the winter time comes. So I wouldn't look to try to build a full-time income, but if you want to get out there and get started this year so that you can really launch it next spring, I think that's a great idea. Hone your skills, get your equipment, and next spring, don't miss your opportunity to really launch this thing. And it'll be easier to do that if you already had a little momentum going this year. So leave your comments below. Tell me where I'm wrong, right, whatever, like you always do. And like I said, Alabama Lawn Pros, my business, I picked up the customers this month, and that was good. Most of those are coming from referrals and not even really doing any marketing right now. So, but I know for a fact that my phone keeps ringing through online leads, referrals, and I'm getting calls from mowing, spraying, all of the above. So it can be done. So hope this helps. Thank you.